Self-control, man, it's one of those things that we need to master, we need to work on in order to become the person that we want to be. And I talked about this in a video before. It's one of my first videos when I started this channel, but I wanted to touch on it in this video in a different aspect. What happens when you do master self-control? What happens when you practice self-control every single day and you finally master it? And I'm just here to tell y'all today, like, bro, when you finally master self-control, when you're able to control your emotions, you're able to control your actions and the way you think, how you respond to distractions, how you respond to temptations, like you stop being held captive to emotions, you stop being held captive to temptations, to impulses, to distractions, and you start leading your life with more clarity. You start leading your life with purpose. You start leading your life with power. Like you are able to control everything you're doing, every step you're taking, every move you're making, bro. Like you are in control of that. No matter if you're getting peer pressure, no matter if there's a temptation over here, over there, no matter if there's this girl texting your phone, bro, like you know that you can't chase that. You know that you can't go and fall into lust with that. You know what I'm saying? That's self-control. You become unstoppable, bro. Because you start to move based on your values, you start to move based on your standards, you start to move because you begin to figure out what you want. You're not moving on feelings no more. You're not moving off emotions no more. Like I said, you're moving based off your values. You're moving based off your standards. You're moving based off knowing what you want, whether that be in a person, whether that be in a situation, whether that be in an environment. Like, you know what you want. So you look for that in people, you look for that in places, you look for that in environments, and you stop moving based on your emotions. You stop moving based on your feelings because, like, you know what you want. You know those standards you got for yourself, and you begin to do what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it. Your discipline, bro, like your discipline shoots through the roof when you master self-control. Like there's a lot of people that are ruled by emotion. There's a lot of people that are ruled by their feelings. If they're tired, they're not gonna get up and work. If they don't feel like working, they're not gonna get up and work. But self-control, it makes you consistent. It makes you disciplined. It forces you to get up and take a step forward every single day. It forces you to get up and make that move every single day. It forces you to get up and take initiative and take action every single day. Because like I said, you're not running off of emotion. You're not running based off your feelings. You're running based off your values, your standards, your goals, the dreams that you have for yourself. Like that's what you're moving off of. And when you move off those things every day, you take steps forward off of those things every day. You chase those things every single day. Like you're going to become unstoppable, bro. Like it's hard to stop a person who has mastered self-control. It's hard to stop a person who's not chasing after every temptation, who's not chasing after every distraction and just locked in on what they want and where they want to be. Like it's hard to stop a person like that. And you also begin to gain freedom. You begin to gain freedom, bro. A lot of people think that self-control is kind of a restriction because you're not indulging in a lot of things. You're not indulging in lust. You're not indulging in the temptations, the distractions, the social media, the partying every night or whatever. Like you're not getting into those things. So a lot of people think that, oh, like you're not having fun. But bro, self-control is real freedom, bro. Like that's real freedom when you are able to control yourself. It's not a restriction, bro. Because you're no longer controlled by the urges. You're no longer controlled by the temptations, by the bad habits, by the bad routines, by external pressure from the people around you. Like you're not ran by that anymore. You're not controlled by that anymore. You know what you want, and you're able to say no to distractions. You're able to say no to lust. You're able to say no to addictions, to laziness, to temptations, to distractions. Like you're able to say no to those things. And you're also able to say yes to your purpose. Like your purpose begins to become your main priority, which it should be anyway. But it's hard to make that your main priority when you don't have self-control, when you haven't mastered self-control. Like you're going to continue to say yes to the distractions. You're going to continue to say yes to the temptations, whether it be lust, whether it be females, whether it be Instagram, like anything, bro. You're going to continue to say yes to those things until you master self-control. You're going to continue to be ran and controlled by the urges, by the bad habits, by the bad routines, by peer pressure, whatever, until you master self-control. Like when you master self-control is when you really gain true freedom in your life to chase the things that you want to do, to become the person that you want to be, and you start to build a real sense of confidence. Confidence comes from, keeping promises to yourself. Is when your confidence boosts through the roof, bro. Like confidence comes from keeping promises to yourself. Confidence comes from following through on the things that you said you're going to follow through with. Like when you say and talk to yourself and tell yourself, like, I'm done doing this. I'm done with that. I'm leaving that in the past, or I'm showing up, and you actually follow through on those things, you start to trust yourself on another level. And that's what confidence is. It's trusting yourself, whether it be with your relationships, whether it be in life, in your sport, like anything, bro. Like trusting yourself on another level is where confidence comes from. That's what confidence is. But the people with no self-control, like they don't follow through on their promises. They say, I'm done lusting. I'm done looking at pornography, whatever. Boom. A week later, they're back. They say, I'm done indulging in this bad habit. I'm done doing this routine. Boom. A couple of days later, they're back. The people who master self-control, the people who lock in and really work on themselves and work on the self-control aspect of life, like they follow through on their promises. They build that confidence within themselves because they are following through on their promises. So like I'm saying, like when you master self-control, bro, you build a real confidence, a true sense of confidence within yourself. Like who doesn't want to have confidence? Like it's hard to have confidence when you're telling yourself you're going to do something and you actually don't do it. Then you start to not believe in yourself. Then you start to not trust in yourself, and there's no confidence coming from that. So the promises that you keep to yourself, the promises that you follow through on, bro, like those are what's building your confidence. And a lot of people don't think about that. I used to not think about that, bro. Like I never thought about how the promises I'm telling myself and what I'm telling myself I'm going to do. If I don't do that, then it's going to be hard to trust yourself. It's going to be hard to believe in yourself. It's going to be hard to have confidence in yourself. But when you master self-control, bro, you start to keep those promises to yourself. You start to follow through on the promises you're making yourself on a daily basis, and your mind starts to become way more clear. Self-control, bro, it clears out all the chaos. You're not worried about the distractions. You're not worrying about the guilt, the regret, having an internal conflict, bro. You're not worried about that. You're able to focus and, think about your long-term goals, think about where you want to be in the future, and you're able to make, more powerful decisions. Because like I said earlier in the video, you know what you want. You know your standards, you know your values, you know what you look for in an environment, you know what you look for in a person. So you're able to make more powerful moves, more powerful decisions, better steps in the right direction with self-control. Because you're not worried about all the chaos, bro. You're not worried about what this person got going on, what that person got going on, what they're posting on social media, what kind of car they got. You're not worried about all that. You're just worried about your goals. You're worried about your dreams, what you got going on, where you want to be. You got that tunnel vision, and you're keeping that tunnel vision because you know the person that you want to become. You know the goals that you got for yourself, bro. So your mind is going to be more clear. It's going to be clear of the chaos. You're going to be able to focus on where you want to be and what you want. And the fifth and final thing, bro, when you master self-control, you start to earn respect from others around you and from yourself. Like I promise you, people are able to notice when you're grounded, when you're disciplined, and when you're not easily shaken by things, when you're not easily shaken by a loss or a failure. Like people see that, bro. People see that. But more importantly than what other people think about you, you start to respect the person you're becoming. You yourself start to respect the goals and the dreams that you have for yourself. You start to respect the work you're putting in. You start to respect the decisions that you're making. Like you are able to move in silence. You are able to move with a strength and a power that you don't got to talk about, because people are just able to see that. And once people see that, people start to respect that. Like, bro, this is real. This is true. Like when you start to gain self-control and you start to master self-control, bro, people notice that. People see that. Like I said earlier, people start to be like, oh, you're not having fun no more. Oh, you're not out with us no more. Oh, you're not doing this, doing that no more. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Like I got my goals. I got my dreams. I know where I want to be. That's not helping me get there. That's that self-control kicking in, and people start to see that. And whether they like it or not, they're going to respect you for that, because you are grounded in your goals. You're grounded in your dreams, you're grounded in where you want to be. You start to be disciplined. You start to have good habits, bro. Like, people are going to respect that. Whether they want to respect it or whether they don't, like, they're going to respect that. But deeper than that, you start to respect yourself because you start to learn and you start to like that the person you're becoming. You start to like that you're putting in work every day. You start to respect that you're disciplined. You start to respect that you're building good habits and building good routines. Like, bro, if you master self-control, bro, that means you're mastering life. It's not going to be easy. Like, nothing in life is easy, but mastering self-control and working on this is the path to peace, is the path to power, is the path to, becoming the best version of yourself. It's the path to fulfilling your purpose. Like, when you control yourself, bro, there's nothing else that can control you. That's it. No temptations, no bad habits, no bad routines, no urges, no distractions. Like, nothing else controls you. You are in control. You are in full control. You decide where you want to be at this time. You decide what you want to do at that time. Like, you are in control. You are in control. So gain that control today, bro. Go work on that self-control. Stop falling into the temptations. Stop chasing these women. Stop falling into distractions. Like, all those things, everything that comes with that, bro. Start focusing on you. Start mastering self-control. And you're going to become unstoppable. But that'll be all for this video, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you like this video, go hit that sub button on the way to 500 subs. Appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And I'll see y'all in the next one.